Okay, so I'm gonna try this. This is going to be Harry, we're going to die. Never mind. And that is why we do not do expert mode. Okay, let's just revive as this. That was... Okay, you know what? I'm going to try something different today. We're just going to go all in fireball damage forever. Only fireball damage. That's the only thing I'm going to level up here. The rest of my abilities, they're nice, but they're no fireball. Let's just glass cannon as glass cannon can be. In fact, let's just hold down the left click. There's no reason for me to mash that button. So let's just set everything on fire and make them die. Okay, and of course, being a wizard, you always put every single point you can into damage. We want a key. That's not actually too expensive. Okay. Because, you know what? I'll admit, I don't really like the mage's abilities. I actually really wish he had other stuff. His, like, ground target ain't bad. But it's, I mean, it's boring. It just kind of ground targets. It does a fair amount of damage. But let's go ridiculous on this one. Give that run a 9 out of 8. Oh. Do cleric next. Maybe. Maybe tomorrow. Because I'm also... Ooh, hey, we've got a silver chest already on this floor. Might mean a very early green for us. More damage, of course. All of the damage forever. Let's keep maxing this fireball. I'm just gonna commit to this. Like, I know this is stupid as hell, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so what do we get? Ooh, rotating spike ball, which is mostly useless. Oh well, should have quit while you were behind. But yeah, so for veteran mode, it says enemies do 200% damage. That ends up meaning like 30 right off the bat because a lot of them are champions too, which kind of sucks. It means I'm not doing veteran mode for a very long time. Probably even then I'm going to do it with maybe the necromancer. Hard to tell. Either way. Let's see. Defense is a good stat to stat up. Yeah, I'm probably going to stat up defense at this point. It's just kind of a matter of like in the beginning, my base damage is super garbage. And I kind of prefer to have the ability to just wipe things off the map. Oh, interesting. My defense did actually go up. Baseline there somehow. No idea. Either way, but now I do, you know, 12 damage per shot on the fireball. Which means I'm in a fairly comfortable place for, you know, level 1. In fact, for a good half of the game, especially if I can get some damage ups. But if I can do 50 damage per strike, or get, like, if I could get berserking and use that to good effect, we're going to have some fun. Okay, my fireballs explode now. You are correct. Bursts 3 fireballs. I don't know if that's normal. Ooh, butterfly wing. Can I afford it? Nope, need 600. Okay, yeah, because butterfly wing is going to solve our lack of an AoE problem. Speaking of, detonate's also going to solve that problem. Pretty hard. Okay, so we've got mad explosive fireballs. I'm digging this. I really am. I cannot wait for them to come out with the talent tree set up here. Oh, you know what? That's just a... Oh, Card Hunter game. Okay, so I think if I'm going to do Card Hunter, as much as I want to play it, I think I'm going to do that multiplayer. Because it is a very good game. But I think I'd have more fun with an actual party. Maybe? I don't know, banter. I guess it just feels weird to play a multiplayer game solo, in any sense. Which is part of the reason why I don't play, well, I never really liked playing Magicite by myself. And, same goes with Risk of Rain. Alright, there we go. Ooh, broadsword. How much damage bonus was that? As far as I can tell, nil. Is the broadsword just useless? It is. It says plus 40% damage bonus, but that is not reflected in any way, shape, or form on any of my circumstances. Hey, Thornmail. Kind of wish Thornmail actually gave you a defense bonus, too. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Let's just scratch your shoulder. Yes, we're the highest damaging character in the game. Let's just see if I can go from here. Okay. Jeez, that explosion is satisfying when it happens. And I think it's like it's close to a 50%. Like, detonator is a very high chance, which I'm Down 4. Okay, we did get the butterfly wing, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Because that's going to make my life easier. I really wish I had more silver keys along the way here. Not the end of the world, though. Damn, that was effective. So I'm a little bit worried about our health, but I guess stacking defense and just more and more defense is a good idea. I know Risk of Rain is fine solo, but it's just more fun with friends. Okay. So how fast are we going to murder you? Pretty damn fast. Unfortunately, my accuracy is complete garbage, which is kind of a shame. But that's the extent of it. Man, it is nice playing a game that does not involve overwhelming use of my fingers. I mean, it sort of does, but not as much as you'd think. That detonator is just going to make life so much easier. I don't know if enemies, I don't know if enemies will... Or not enemies, if items will disappear after a certain point. I've never seen it happen. That doesn't mean it won't, but I have no idea if and when it ever will. Oh well, not a big deal. Managing to avoid most damage here. I'm a little bit worried about the whole healing potion thing. Might end up being a good idea to invest some points into that. That said, I do want to see if you can max out a skill, so I'm just going to keep throwing points into fireballs up until it's gotten sick of me putting points into it. I do actually wish that hopefully later on putting points into things will give them more effects, not just hey, slingshot. That's exactly what we were hoping for. But, you know, putting more points into fireballs actually gives it extra effects and stuff like that. Oh well. That plays Ranger. I don't even know. Anyway. What about Absolute Drift after this? No. For multiple reasons. One, all of the music in Absolute Drift is apparently copyrighted, which kind of sucks. Because that means, even if I put up episode 1, I'm not going to make any money on it. I'll probably put it up anyway, because I don't have much of a choice, but it just makes me salty. Ooh, is this... Warrior's Book. Alright. Which gave me +1 defense. I'm not... Okay. Maybe it has an effect, maybe it doesn't. It really concerns me that a lot of the, like, basic stat-up items don't seem to have any effect. I hope it's not a design... Well, I hope it's a bug they fix soon. Because that does not look like it, is working as intended. Which is kind of a shame. Because I really want to be able to pick up, like, a barbarian book and be like, I do double damage now. Or a, warrior book and be like, I'm not going to die as fast. I actually missed when they were just flat... When they were just flat bonuses. That almost made more sense than the percentages. But I guess percentages is an easier way of scaling things. Okay, more fireball. What's this? First 3 fireballs. +8 damage. Okay, so I think fireballs are purely just... leveling fireball just makes it do 2 more damage every shot. Which does kind of make it meaningless, but you know what? I am a very, I'm an unnecessary person. I don't know. I'm committed. That is what I'd have to say on the matter. I do wish I had the drop rate that I did on the previous run, though. Man, that warrior was swimming in items. We're actually slowly dying here. Because I don't have any inherent healing. I'm trying to think. Caster classes. How many of them actually have a built-in healing? I mean, Necro. Yeah, Necro and Priest, leaving the Mage. Would I count the Ranger? I mean, it's not really a caster, but it's a range class. I don't know. Interesting question. Whatever. Let's just explode our way past everything. 64 people viewing right now. Damn. Cool. Okay. God, those explosions are satisfying. I just wish I had... more AoE attached to my attacks. The cannonball does kind of like an AoE blast, too. That would have been useful. I'm glad I invested all those points in defense, though. We'd be hurting a hell of a lot more than we are. Okay. And that still does not boost my damage. So yeah, all of the percentage boosting items don't actually, Jeez. Anything that boosts a stat by a percentage, as far as I can tell, is either not reflected on the stat screen, or doesn't work. Also, who let in all the slimes? This is absurd. There's too many. Actually, I should probably stop clicking and just hold down the left click. What am I doing? Okay, where am I even going? I'm going up here. Like, that was a fuck ton of slimes. Way more than I was expecting. Do I have the vial or something? No, I don't have the bloody vial. Is that a berserker? I have a berserker ring. News to me that I picked it up. I don't remember getting it. But I musta. Alright. Let's get out of here before we get done dunked. Horribly. Actually, let's see what you have. The answer is nothing. Out of my way. I've got explosions to do. Oh, fuck. Okay, we got down to 5 HP. I should probably start leveling up my potions here. Ooh. At least we start completely ridiculous, so that means I can just cut through things really fast. I'm glad it's only slimes. If it was rats or if it was those, like, shooter fly things, we'd be in a lot more trouble. Okay, yeah, it's another barbarian warrior book, which I'm just going to obstinately get, just in case it's just not listing the changes, but it actually is changing it. Mainly because the other things aren't useful along the way here anyway. Okay. At least we get more wings. Oh, we leveled up. Go figure. Okay, more defense. We need all of it. Forever. Yeah, if those worked as intended, we'd be sitting high and dry with like 20 defense or something like that. Which is pretty nuts. Okay, I'm using and abusing the fact that we're mildly injured here. For extra HP. Or not extra HP, extra DPS. Because, man, do I cut through things really fast when I'm hurting. Just gotta make sure I don't drop below, like, 40. Yeah, now's a good time for a potion. Still keeps me pretty injured. But I don't have to worry about it at all. Look at all this death and destruction. If I had more health, I would consider this as a viable strategy. However, I don't. Therefore, it's dumb. But I'm doing it anyway because, I mean, at this point I've already had practically one run. I mean, failed because the boss is bullshit. But I don't have much control on that one. Wow, yeah, actually, so I think the Warrior Book's effect isn't listed, but does work. Because I'm taking, like, nil damage from everything. That is awesome. I'm probably still going to get wrecked by something, especially if I keep running around with this level of HP. But, you know what? Whatever. See you, Gooby. Have a good one. Okay, so where are we going? What are we doing? We're going up here. Cool! Oh, fuck. I look away for just a second and get rolled. I had 50 HP. Something did. Oh, no, I have no idea what killed me that fast. Well, either way, I will see you guys on the next episode of Dungeon Souls. And as always, thanks for watching.